So this is our sample to compare how hopefully you have all the parts.
You have a brush on this.
Right. That's why I brought it up.
Yep, yep.
So we could compare.
Are you cold?
No. I'm too wound up. Got up at 4:30 in the morning thinking about this.
Why? Alright, so what we're going to do today, folks, is we're going to finally get back to repairing the Barnett Raptor. That's Boomer Ranger Ron's Barnett Raptor. And we're going to install one of these brush style mounts, hoping to solve the problem of not having enough tension on the arrow. You know, we missed the turkey last year and we missed the deer because it jumped the string and tore up the bow. Meanwhile, my cousins had the same bow. He's never torn one up. I'm on a holy terror when it comes to tearing bows up. Come in here and show you what we're going to do, all right? What we're going to do is replace the plastic arrow guide, which I never thought was putting enough tension on the bolt. We're going to replace it with a brush style. We have all the parts and pieces that were nicely sent by the people at Barnett. I have to say that the customer service has been absolutely superb. But that's what we'll be changing out, and essentially it's going to look more like this with the brush, and we shall see.
Holder here for the brush, and that's going to go in there. I do believe we're going to be in good shape. So the next step is to try to find the right hex to get that top off.
Tony is doing all the work here for his cousin, the Boomer Ranger, and basically, explain this again. We're going to take this off. We're going to install this mechanism. That's going to enable us to put a brush in instead of this flimsy little cheap plastic piece, which I've managed to break. How many, Tony? About 3?
3, I believe, is the count.
Now you have a really sophisticated Allen wrench set. That's very impressive.
Yeah, it was like $10 at Home Depot.
Now, do you have, Tony, my big concern was, do you have to do anything with the trigger system?
I don't believe so. We're going to find out together.
All right, so the Picatinny rail's coming off now.
Yep.
The scope, for those of you who watched my other videos, this was the brand new Killer Instinct scope, the Luminex that I used to replace what came with the Barnett. Well, when we're done with this, we're kind of hoping we could put the scope back on again, go out to the range and re-sight it in. I didn't bring my chronograph, but we already know this shoots at around 303 to about 315 feet per second.
Good thing we have one to reference, huh?
Yes. Well, you have what now? 14 crossbows, Tony?
Yeah, that's probably the right count. So one screw, removed one Allen screw, and just worked this back and forth until it came off.
You lifted it right off.
The trigger is loose, but we're not going to disturb that. It should be a direct replacement. It is. All the holes line up there. We ought to probably pop this in place. Take a look at mine for reference. I'd rather get everything done today.
Okay. Well, this is way above my pay grade. We didn't study any of this stuff in graduate school.
Okay, so there's a notch there.
Yeah.
A notch there.
Yeah.
So the brush can only go in that way.
Yeah, but where's this puppy gonna go? Look.
This is a retainer spring.
This little plastic thing has to be part of it somehow. That one just beat. This is cool. This is really, really cool.
All right, so you got this piece here. And you got this piece here.
iPad's good, Tony. Ah,
okay, so there's a notch. So we make sure that we put the brush in like so. And then there's a little slot. The slot gets this retainer spring.
He figured that out pretty good.
So there's the brush with the retainer spring. There's slots here for us to slide this on until it clicks into place. Except I went ahead, I've got it backwards. So, yep, got a 180 it. So slight mistake on my part.
Well, I have to say, you know, Youngstown State University trained this engineer, Tony, pretty well. He can figure stuff out. Almost 40 years working for, what's the name of that water company?
MPW Industrial Water. Okay, so we got this right here, and we got this right here, and notice the tapers. And now we'll try to slide it in till it locks in place.
Do you still get to Florida on business at all?
Matter of fact, I might be going.
Well, next time you get to Florida, let me know. I want to make a factory tour of the Barnett factory. I'm going to call them up.
Now, I'm not sure what this piece is, Ron. Did she give you any instruction?
No. They just, the instructions are on.
Because the retainer brush.
Yeah.
Retainer brush is ready to go.
Where do you think this is supposed to go then?
The only place it might go is here.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That.
Put it there then. Definitely.
Yeah.
So you know what? It fills the space.
It does, and it's got notches to hold this very secure.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn around and show the folks on this camera.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Good thing we dwelled into this a little more.
Well, it wasn't important, Tony.
This piece.
It's a perfect fit.
It's like look at that.
I'm not a puzzle guy, but that piece fit right perfectly.
It did. And now we're going to just press this down.
Now this would have cost me
It's being a little stubborn, Ron.
Huh?
Being a little bit stubborn. Let's
do it a little backwards.
Let's snap this into place first.
Yeah.
That looks a little better. So we snap that into place on this.
Cool. Then that should slide right in, Tony.
Yeah. And she said that part was necessary. Yep, it does look like it was necessary.
All right, so now once the screws go back in, we're not going to use Loctite?
I don't think so. It was already loose.
Yeah, fine. Don't you need to put the second one in before you sock that down, Tone?
Second one.
Isn't there a second screw? Is that
one
the only...
single screw? If you were paying attention.
the rest of the you got to put the Picatinny rail back on.
Correct.
Do you have any torque wrenches?
I do not.
Everybody talks about torque wrenches in these transfers. 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 25 pounds. You're just guessing, right?
Hand torque till tight. I think we got it, Ron.
Yeah?
I do. I'm gonna try this.
All right, so folks, my cousin Tony, he's a real crossbow maven, and we may have the Barnett Raptor sighted in. When did we start, Tony? 45 minutes ago?
Not even.
Within an hour, we got this thing almost switched. We got to get the scope on and line her up. These Chinese, you know, these Allen wrenches don't last but one application.
I know.
Then they get stripped.
But if you pay attention and get them in place properly, you can get some torque where you need it.
Tony Torque.
Okay, there we go.
Tony Torque.
Everything's looking pretty good right now, Ryan.
Love this scope. Love this scope. Well, you're going to take it from
Thank
your end,
you.
right?
Yeah, I kind of spotted. Actually, there's some blue dots already on here.
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
So they're already telling you, giving you a heads up.
That's what I thought.
Put your scope here.
Need some help holding it?
Yeah, to hold the bow. Just keep it steady for me.
Now, you guys know I'm a big believer in crossbow safety. Make sure your bow, your crossbow, has finger guard reminders, and keep your hand securely below the finger guard reminder. Do not get your thumb above the flight deck, because you will lose the tip of your thumb. It's on there. It's not going to fall off, huh? Okay.
It appears to be set nice.
I used a pair of pliers last time to tighten it instead of a screwdriver because I didn't think it was going to be tight enough.
It's got screw slots.
Step to the side, Tony, just a little bit, yeah. So Tony's now doing the final securing of the scope mount to the Picatinny rail. That's important. It's got to be tight. Fully torqued.
I believe we have it.
Yes or no? Turn for you.
You have your scope out of plumb.
Yeah,
Can you see it?
that's what everybody was telling me before.
Is this parallel to the ground or off kilter?
Let me see.
It's off about 1/8 of an inch.
Hold on.
This
hold
whole
on,
assembly.
Let me get a vertical line here. This would have cost me about $75 an hour in Connecticut. The guy would have taken about 4 hours. This thing came from the factory installed like this.
Not the scope. You see
Yeah, when I bought the scope,
in the rings?
yes.
You didn't put them in the rings?
I didn't put them in the That's why you need a level. Show us how it's done, Tony. Nice. You prefer it down. Keep them tight up against the rail. See, short guys like us have a real hard time.
That's the truth.
You know, we're a little bit taller, 6 inches taller. It's a piece of cake.
It's all leverage.
All right. So just give me one more second, Tone. Put that arrow in there. Sit down. Get yourself comfortable. You don't have an arrow in there, Tony.
I know.
We don't want to dry fire, although that gets ready.
All clear?
We're rolling, both the GoPro and the cam.
Huh.
That went off.
Huh. That doesn't feel right. Here we go.
Yep, ready?
Yep.
Yep. Woohoo! A little low, but
Oh, that's still low. How low?
a little low, but you hit the target.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it is low.
Much anticipated. We got the Tacticam going, we got the GoPro going, we got the Canon camcorder going, and safety comes off.
The Tacticam one?
Yes. It's
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it is low.
2 inches getting low too. Okay, so now we
Well,
know. Huh?
Are you accounting for distance? Did you aim for the second circle? Isn't that 20, 30 yards?
Usually this distance is usually the top one. I aimed at the top one.
Well,
Should I
try
try
it, and we'll try one.
I don't know if this is working. I don't know if the
You know, you could use the camera app with the Tacticam.
What's that?
You could use the app with the Tacticam.
Yeah, but then I'd have to open that app up. So, all right, now. Right,
Yeah,
Tony?
try the second dot.
That was better.
That's a lot
All
better.
right, so we gotta bring the scope up.
Okay.
We gotta bring the scope up. Oh look, that was good. I aimed right here.